Hello, everybody. It's Uncle Byron, and this is Subsistence. Sorry about my scratchy voice today. I woke up kind of with a little bit of a sore throat, so I did some things around the base. Like I said, I was going to do off camera. I'll explain it to you in just a minute here. Let me put this down. This is a temporary spot, but so what I did basically was I crafted the power storage to increase this from 500 to 1,000, which unlocked, like the recycler. This was already unlocked, so this unlocks up. I got the workbench unlocked now because you have to craft this, and then it unlocks. So now we can craft the workbench once I get the power. Right now I'm running my generator, which is stupid. Yeah, don't run that unless you're below, or you need to go above 500 because that's free. Just got to be patient. Just let it do its thing, and that's what I'm going to do. And once I get enough, I'll turn the generator on to generate the 250 power because this stops at 500. But BCU only will produce 500 power and 100 mass. So now I have 200 mass and 1,000 power, which is needed to craft bigger items like this. See, I need 120. So I also made this. Here, let me turn the light on. There we go. I had to tune the graphics down to 1080p because the file size was so ridiculous. I just couldn't do it. So I apologize to y'all if you were watching it in 1440, but I got to get the file sizes smaller. This makes it easier. I don't want to hog up my time with one video uploading for 2 hours or something because the upload speed's been kind of weird lately here. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. Okay, I'm out of nails. Okay, so as you can see, I did some work around here off camera because it was just a grind, right? So I got the mass fabricator, which when I turn this on will generate mass. Now again, this generates up to 100 for free. This thing hogs your power like crazy, so only use it to generate what you really need out of the gate anyway, because fuel's an issue, right? Like right now I can make some fuels. I got 31 in here. I'm gonna top that off. That's all I got for fuel, but I gotta be kind of stingy with it out of the gate here. I don't want to go crazy with it. I do need to make a refinery really soon here. That's why I was working on some of this stuff, but I need this. So I'll wait for that to generate up, and then we'll, I'm low on scrap. Well, I have some scrap in here, I believe. No, I don't. That's it, yeah. So I got to start finding some scrap. I want to do, as you can see, this is, it's a work in progress, right? But I mean, at least I got something that, I got a door now. I fixed the steps, which was like 10 freaking nails. And I made another set here so I could just walk down. I don't have to jump up there anymore. I'm going to fix this. This is temporary. I'm going to make a porch and all that. So it'll look nice later. But just for now, I wanted to get it so I can come up here and shut my door and feel like I have some sort of a house, right? I'm sitting over here. I'm in the out of the elements. I got my fireplace for my wood stove here. So yeah, that's what I did. I just wanted to show y'all. But yeah, you have to craft this power storage, which is 500. You can see it tells you on it what the capacity is. And this is 100, and that unlocks the workbench. I crafted one generator, which is just circuits, scrap, and some planks. The mass fabricator's the same, just circuits, scrap and planks. That's why I'm low on scrap. I can make a refrigerator, but I'm not going to yet. Well, I can't yet anyway. I need 1,200 power, which means I'm gonna have to make another one of the more of these you add, the more power you have. So eventually this will be going up and up and up and up. I'm gonna be running more than one generator at some point. That's why I got them up here. And for this, what I do is I put, you take a regular wall like that, right? And then you want to put one of these, make a half wall right on the bottom of this wall here. So on the bottom right here, there's a half wall. And that allows me to stick this wood ceiling half here. All right, without that half a wall being put into this one here, this wouldn't work. And then I just throw these two little ones on the side. And then that way you have like a place you can put your storage in here. I got this, the mass fabricators right here. I do want to also make a recycler. That's where you can throw like busted items or burnt food, or just, you know, if you have an abundance of a resource and you want to convert it into mass, you can use that to do it with. So that's kind of on the list. I'm not really worried about a chicken coop right now. Right now, my number one goal is get this refinery set up. I did craft a shotgun, which is fairly simple. It's just some leather scrap. Again, that's why I'm low on scrap. And some planks. It's only level 1, or, you know, I haven't leveled it up yet. I need to workbench, and that's expensive, so I need to take out a kitty cat. That's what I need to do. There's the bed I was telling you guys about that doesn't sleep through the night. Just charge it. You know, you got to pay in power and stuff to buy a respawn. Yeah, see, charge up respawns within your base, so as long as you have that set up once you put the bed down. But I'm not worried about that right now. I never really use it to begin with. I always put it up there, bought a few, and just, you know, whatever, right? We'll see. Of course, there's floodlights I could get. This is what I'm primarily want. I want to be able to make these, and in order to make these, I need this refinery, and the refinery is going to take all the ores and stuff that you get and smelt them down, and it's a slow process. You can upgrade this. You can upgrade all the stuff. More efficiency with energy. This one, you can upgrade up to have 3 slots. Right now, when I make it, it's only going to have 1 slot to smelt down, and then I can upgrade it, you know, and then it's expensive, so at first it's just going to be running standard, but you can make it more efficient and more slots. This one here is just what it is. Really can't do much with that as far as upgrading is concerned. It's just a wood burning stove, and it just stays that way, but it's great because you can just top it off, you know, and you're good. So like I said, I'm going to let this do its thing. Turn these lights off. They don't use a whole lot. Let that generate up, and then as soon as I get the chance, I got to make this. So I got to hit the scrap when I'm out. Let's see, what do I got for scrap over here? Oh, wrong one. There we go. Yeah, I got 9, so I got to really start getting them. I haven't been running into too many crates. This is just a simple, you know, a simple build. It's but it'll get me going, and I wanted the top flat for now. So I'm going to put a staircase in, probably outside. I don't like them in my base. It just kind of looks stupid. So I'll build, I know people worry about the hunters and everything, but they really don't bother with it too much. I have seen them go up them, but if I'm here and I, you know, I just would rather have it outside instead of in here. It's too small. And that way there I can put some planters up here. For now, and then eventually build this out, you know. This is just a temporary get me off the ground, so to speak, base. But it'll be functional. These I want to hide. That's why I like this to be, you know, accessible. You know, it's not as tall as I would have wanted it, but it'll do the job. What I'm gonna eventually do is put some walls around this bottom, and that way here I'll put a hatch on the floor. And I'll store, like, all them things you don't want to be looking at, right? Like the mass storage and those things there. So they're not in your main base. That's the plans I have, anyway. Right now, it's just a matter of wood. And you know, I'm down to 51 planks, and I need more wood. And so I want to just top this stuff off. Get some fresh water for the road. We're going to hit the other side of the map for a few minutes here today because I need to find some stuff. So I'm going to cook this stuff up, drop this stuff off. I leave the feathers and these things with me so I can make arrows if I have to, if I find some nails. I'm down to 7. I do have some shotgun. I made some shells. You can use these. So I used some of these ammo casings and gunpowder, and I was able to make 7. And I looted some, so I have 10 left. I did take out a bear. I do need to kill the cougar, but I'm gonna put that on pause for right now. I do want to get some fishing as well in soon, so I can make an antidote. I don't like not having it. You get scratched by a wolf. You know, when they scratch you, they can give you that infection, and Only way to get rid of it's with that. It's a pain in the ass to try to do that while you're, because, you know, once you get that infection, your stats get halved. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. So I'm just being super careful not to mess with the wolves unless I have to. I run from them pretty much for now. But like I said, my goal today was to venture off to this other side of the map over here. And kind of look for crates and food and whatever I can get my hands on. Oh crap, I forgot my water. Alright, well I'll turn around. I'll go grab that. But I did set the game res down to 1980 by, you know, or 1920 by 80, whatever. Recording wise, so there might be a little thin bar across top and bottom, but the quality will be 1080p. That's the best I can do. I might even have to dumb that down a little bit. We'll see, because I did, last night before I went to sleep, I did a 45-minute video, and it was like 38 gigs, guys. So I was like, yeah, I can't do 38 gigs, you know. Just to put it in perspective, when I do long dark, you've seen the quality of those videos at 1440, there are 7 gigabytes. This game just has so much detail, and I have the settings, graphics turned down. I don't even have them on ultra, or it'd be even bigger. But I'm just trying to find my happy, you know, compromise with it and go from there. Shit, I missed. That was a bad shot. All right, grab my arrow. I figured he was right there. I might as well hit him in the eye, right? Gotta grab that water. I have to stop for scrap, man. I'm not grabbing all this crap. I have like 49 cordages on me. I started stashing some of the overflow here. I'll just keep one on me just as a marker. Got a blueberry, might as well eat it. Okay, let's grab our water and get the hell out of here. Top off the wood. We don't have to worry about it. And let's get the hell to stepping, guys. Let's go check out some other area over here. Now, I'm eventually going to have another base. You can have more than one base. Problem with it is, well, the hunters really don't. I noticed when I played this the last time. I don't know if he changed it. He could have. Like I said, I don't know. The problem with that is if you're not near it and the hunters attack it, you can't defend it. And you can get your, you know. However, if you're not really hanging around in that area, I found that the hunters kind of will come after the base you're at, right? So if you make one over there, like, because I like to have a sub base, or if I'm over in this, you know, this side of the map and I'm looting stuff, I have somewhere to stash shit, you know? So that's why I do that. It worked out pretty good. I'm not going to even be thinking about that right now, guys. I got to get the base I got, you know, finished, at least get, you know, the roof and the walls done, and I want to fix the front steps eventually and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm not really going to worry too much about hunting food yet. If I see something along the way I can nab, I will. But see, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to come over here because these crates will spawn in different areas. So I want to just kind of spread out a little bit here today. I'm really in the search of nails more than anything. I grab this stuff. You know, I'm not going to go crazy with that stuff, but if I see it and I'm near it, I'll grab it. If not, I'm not running out of my way for it. This stuff I definitely need. Like I said, though, I'm just avoiding wolves altogether. Just because I don't want to get an infection and have to deal with it. So I'll just ignore them. I'll just keep running until they go away. Problem is if your food's a little bit low, running can be gimped, but you can run pretty much almost endlessly if you keep all your food, your proteins and stuff and high, you know. So try to do that. And I always try to dump aggro when I touch a tree, crouch for a sec, just in case there was something on me. The wolf wasn't done chasing me or whatever, he'll go away. Just something I do. It's always worked out for me, so grab those because they give you the grubs. Whenever I see the big trees, I go after them. Only in big trees like that will give you the grubs. And you need those for fishing, for tackle, and stuff like that. So, Let's see here. Yeah, see, fishing tackle, we need a grub stick and some cordage, which we have plenty of. Fishing pole's pretty straightforward to make, right? So, you know, and I usually make, I'll make like, you know, 5 or something of these at a time. Now, there are traps. I'll be honest with you guys. I never use these because they're kind of a pain in the ass. You got to bait them. You know, like the animal one. They're neat. They work. Don't get me wrong. If you set them up, but you got to bait them. You got to use food. And I don't know. I always just found it easier just to go kill the stuff when I need it. You know, I don't need to set up traps all over the place and be swimming down and checking fishing traps. And, you know, I want some fish. I'll just go fishing, right? So that's up to you guys if you want to implement that into your game when you're playing. That's cool. There's certainly nothing wrong with it. It's just another chore to do, and I don't like to have a whole bunch of things I got to worry about. Yes, this is what I wanted. I wanted some fresh area. These are kind of getting stale over my way, to be honest with you. Starting to get my mojo back with the bow a little bit. I've been noticing, but see, there's crates. There's problem is again, this game likes to stick crates where there's going to be wolves. So you got to watch it. But right now, I need all the stuff I can get my hands on. See, it's just I'm not getting a lot of builders crates, but see what I mean, though? Crate, bear, you know. Just crouch down when I do this, and I'll grab this here. Oh, that's cool. Need those for sure. And if I have to, you know, and I'm out and about, I'll throw a fire down and on the fly to cook something or whatever. It's also, I also built a base here once on this little pond right over here. Well, I built the base here. And I actually built a big, huge, like, catwalk all the way around this thing because the hunters would come down and go fishing. And because they will come to the ponds to fish. You'll notice that when you have them on it. They, you know, they'll come down there and they'll, you know, to fish. And then, so you got to deal with them. So what I did was I blocked it off. And so they couldn't get to the water. They'd still come down, but it was just easier for me to run out there and beat them up and, you know, say, hey, dude, to be fishing in my pond, fool. And in a way, it's good, too, to let them, because then when you kill them, they have stuff on them. You know, they have fish on them or whatever. And I always I have this thing, if I deal with the hunters, our rogue camps, I always steal their food off their fire and take their, take whatever food, whatever fuel they might have in it, and I turn it off. So if there's matches or igniters in it or whatever, I take all that stuff and I turn their fire off. So if they come back, they gotta... I mean, it's AI, but you know what I mean. Just my little fun way of messing with them, I guess. This is a good area, though. There's a lot of wood. This is also a nice place to build if you don't really like where I am over there because of this pond right here. You know, and there's a lot of room to make a nice big base here. This was my stomping ground for quite some time in my original... When I originally started playing, when there wasn't really a whole lot in the game, you know, to do, really. He added so many things in after that, but it was great because I got to, you know, I got to build, and that's basically what I like to do. I go a little crazy silly with it. Right now, it's just a standard wood. You can upgrade all of them. You don't even have to tear them down. You can just use the hammer, and as long as you got the iron and stuff, you can upgrade that. It's expensive as all hell, so I won't be doing that for a while, but it reinforces it, and it gives the actual structural walls more hit points. So if you get attacked by the hunters, it takes them a lot more to burn it down or break it. Because they will come after your base command unit, so wherever that is. That's why if you noticed I moved it, and I'm also going to have a wall behind that wall. So like usually I put the BCU in, I always have 2 doorways going into my base. So if they break the first door down, then there's another door they got to contend to. And I always try to upgrade those doors. Like I said, so, and I've never had a problem with them getting inside my base. Doing that. I did have them blow up my front door. You know, shooting at it with explosives and stuff, but I don't have them on yet. I'm just relaxing. I want to get established a little bit, because like I said, they come in and they... You know, they're, you know, out of the gate kicking butt, and they got, you know, You know, I mean, if they got these already, you know, combat helmets, and let's see what it takes to make these guys. It's like, you know, alloy sheets and sinew and padded cloth, which is not easy to make. You know, you got to grow cotton. So it takes time for me and you as a player. So give yourself some time. Don't be in a hurry to turn them on. Don't feel like it's exploiting or cheating in any way. It's just the way this game is. I've got some hours in the game, like I discussed earlier. So I mean, I'm just giving you my advice if you've never played it before. You know, is take your time with it. You don't need to rush the hunters. As neat as they are to mess around with, and because ammo is also a pain in the ass to come by in this game. So, and I mean that too. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah. So I like to just let that stuff kind of sit. I got the shotgun just in case I need it. I can finish something off with it. It's a powerful weapon. It's I shot the bear. I shot a grizzly with it when I was testing it when I first made it on off camera. And I shot a grizzly with 2 arrows and then finished him off with 1 shot of the shotgun. So that does good damage. Shit, I missed. My aim's not totally back yet with it, but it's getting better. I like finding this stuff because you just eat it right on the fly, you know. I'll go ahead and drink too. Keep this stuff topped up. I'll start heading back toward the base now. I'll kind of go around this way over here because there's goodies that like to spawn in over in this direction as well. Them rabbits are a pain in the ass. They see you and they take off, and like they're so small that you can't see them in the weeds. But yeah, I'll explain, what I do if I do things off camera, so y'all know. I mean, it's just this. There's so much farming. What you saw that you were just looking at was probably about easily 4 hours of my time off camera, just doing what I'm doing right now, just running around and gathering things and getting what I can. The nails, so it's a constant battle at first because you need them for everything. You need them for so many different things, and they're not abundantly available. You have to find the builder's crates and hope they have nails in them. I'm gonna probably pop this one though. I'm gonna try to get back over to the base, and well, he took off. Get back over to the base. I'm about 500 meters away. I'll grab things I see on the way over and get what I got for food taken care of. The wolf right there, so we'll just skedaddle over this way. Like I said, I'm going to be avoiding them for the most part. I will mess with them and kill them if I have to. If I need food and there's a wolf there, and I'll hit him with an arrow and kite him out and listen for his... They do like a scratchy thing, and their paws, and you can just turn around and hit them. But if you don't time it right, they'll get you. Not a whole lot of crate action here. As you can see, I only got 12 males. They're a pain in the ass, guys. That's I know a lot of players. I had a friend of mine who likes survival games. He couldn't play this because he just didn't have the patience and I guess the work ethic. I'd say I even told him that, I said, dude, your work ethic sucks. That's all. So it's a video game, and you can't put in the work in a video game. I don't understand it. It's a video game, right? It's not like you're in real life going out and doing this stuff. It's a game, but it is grindy, and I get it. Some people don't like that stuff. I had to tease him a little bit about the work ethic thing because we're both in our 50s, and so we razz each other all the time. I didn't mean anything by it, is what I'm getting at. I just messing with him. Alright, so things have kind of started spawning back over here. Once you leave, too, and come back sometimes, you'll find things are all over the place. See, like I'm finding crates now. So, that's why I do that. Every now and then I'll just run over there, check that area, and... Oh, I got a couple arrows in that one. That's cool. I like it when I loot arrows out of those. It's less resources I have to use, like nails in particular. And I was ironically low on them. I'm down to 5 arrows, so I need them. All right, another blueberry. We'll go ahead and eat that, but I want to get over here and cook this food. I don't want this these going bad on me. And there is a use, like I showed you guys before, for the you know, rotted meat, but there's stuff all over through here. I'm just gonna get to the well, I don't know, we'll call it a base. I think it looks more like a base now than it has been, right? A lot of wood, a lot of just running around collecting crates and, you know, doing what you've been seeing me do on camera, but I did it off camera for quite some time. I just needed to get something put up here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and throw these in the, I'm gonna sit here and I'm going to watch them this time, because I always burn the damn things. I will run down here and get some water. Oh, it's not gonna burn that fast. You're gonna see me burn a lot of food during this playthrough, this Let's Play, because yeah, it's just the way it is. I get sidetracked easily, and I burn it. I need to get that refinery immediately, so I don't have the scrap still, I don't think. I might actually. Yeah, because I got 8 on me. I just got to watch this food, because I burned the last 3 I put on here. Got myself all set for the night. I had 3 chickens and a piece of meat from the bear, and I cooked the bear meat, put 2 chickens on there, and I went over and was messing around in the cabin, came back, and the frickin' chicken was all burned. You don't get a lot from them to begin with. So, alright, I got the scrap. I want to get this refinery made. Oh, circus, silly. There we go. Now let's get this made. It'll be one less thing I have to worry about. I gotta check my food. I want to burn my little lonely piece of rabbit I got. Rabbit. I got some seeds. I got some medicinal plant seeds. I got been sticking my seeds all in the cabinets over there, and I'll get a planter going. I got to get cotton going on as soon as I can. But for right now, I'm gonna be upgrading some of this stuff. I don't need a sweater yet. I am gonna want to go from light to medium. You know, see how it goes up. You just use that shirt. You know, and there'll be some cordage, feathers, and some leather. And I'm like, you know, I got the light pants, so we'll graduate up to the mediums at some point here as well. Things become a little more abundant. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our refinery out of here. We'll set that up real quick. I'm going to put it right here for now. I got a little place here where it's not in the way. Not blocking my window. You want to also keep these things when the hunters are on, because they can shoot through the windows and destroy your things. So you got to watch that when you're doing your builds. Another thing, this game has a, I don't know, proclivity, I guess, lack of a better word, to put things in the wall and actually let you build it. If you go outside, you can see it sticking out. So make sure that you don't have these through the wall, because then they can get damaged from the outside when they throw Molotovs and stuff at them. I learned the hard way, so I'm giving you a little nugget with that one, because I couldn't figure it out. And then it dawned on me one day, and all these things are sticking through the wall a little bit, right? So, all right, when I see crates, I'm going to grab this one. I saw one behind me as well. I kind of, you know, see, I got nails. Just so, when I saw a crate over this side, over here somewhere, there it is. Yeah, you can develop an eye for these damn things, because you need it. All right, so that's cool. I mean, I got 18 nails now. I can, you know, do a little more work, add something to the base over there. Which is why I wanted to get out and about today and explore over on the other side. I still got this rabbit. Got 1 strawberry. It's not dead yet. I'm probably just going to eat that. I'm going to top off of that after. No, it's not going to let me. It will in a minute, though. Goes pretty quick. Start grabbing some wood. This is pretty much it, man. A lot of work went into that off camera. So I wanted to catch you guys up just to, I mean, it really wasn't, you know, the building part, you know, you saw how you do it. You just place it down and It tells you, you know, noom, you know, right, left. You can spin things around, and it's nothing fancy. It's just a starter building. But once I get this set up, and you know, I got the roof on there, and I got all the walls, I'll start accumulating, right, and I'll start stashing all the nails and scrap and all that crap in here, and then I'll just I'll be able to add on more. Right now, I want to get this done, so let's go ahead and I'll demonstrate. This here uses 0.50, which currently exceeds what I'm taking in with just the base command unit, right? So right now we're at what I call negative 17 deficit. It's putting out more than it's taking in. Okay, so that's how this works. Just you understand how the power works. So I basically have to, while that's running for now, I'm going to do this, right? So now I got +1 with the generator on. So you see now I got 1.33 coming in and only putting out 0.50. So I'm at a negative or a positive, I mean. See how I'm gaining power still, even though that's running? Sadly, it requires the fuel, but, you know, right now it's kind of what I need to do. I want to process some of the stuff, so... and once you get it up to 500, you can just, you don't have to do what I'm doing right now with the generator. I just wanted to demonstrate that, because basically what I usually do is I let this go up to the 500 free power and the 100 mass, and then I'll turn this on, and then it'll just kind of run, and, you know, and then shut itself off. It gets out of power. It's not a big, huge deal. All right, put these bullets on that side. Like I said, I just kind of... Yeah, check that out, guys. I've been hitting the ores pretty hard when I've been out. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this whole thing in there. I'm not going to process all these, but I want to process some. I want to be able to make a key. I like to have at least a key on me. Now, they're a little pricey. You need 18 iron fragments. I have this. I can make one, but see how much power it takes? 500 power and 75 mass to make a lockpick. I know some players I watch... that are really, really good at this game. There's a few guys out there that have been playing. They dedicate a lot of their energy and time to Subsistence, and they still play it pretty faithfully on YouTube. Tap Man, he's an older fella. He knows a lot more about this game than I do. That's for sure. He's been doing it a long time. So if you haven't seen him, it's TATTMAN, and tell him Uncle Byron sent you. He doesn't know who I am, but I know who he is because I've been following Tat since he had no subscribers. Like, I was one of the first 20 on his sub list, and and I don't talk much on people's channels unless I have something I can actually lend that's a positive to the community and conversation. I just don't say much, really. But yeah, there you have it, guys. That's what I did, and so I gotta, you know, again, I just want to get I can even just get a piece of roof up at a time here. That's what I've been doing. Just kind of... Okay, so there's one. I need two. Actually, I'd probably rather get one of these up. Right here. Kind of make this look... well, it'll make it look a little bit better, I think. I'll go ahead and throw this one piece of ceiling right here. I like to keep the lines the same. Like I said, you can just hold down the floor, see? You know, if you wanted the lines different. It's pretty easy. It's building this game's cool, but it's very... I mean, I really wish I didn't delete my save, because that base I had was pretty badass, man. But it is what it is. Well, I couldn't get everything moved that I wanted to when I got this new computer, and so I might have it backed up, though. I don't know. But it's okay. I'll start anew. And just put it up on the channel when I can, or when I feel inspired to do so. So there you have it. It's like, it's not quick. It's not a quick process, but I mean, it looks better. I got, you know, I'd really like to get that curved roof in there. But I don't have any more nails, so. Like I said, you're going to be hearing nails out of my mouth a lot, because they're just a pain in the ass when you first start this game. They really are. I'm going to eat that, top that off. And we're back to that lovely point of just kind of waiting. I'm going to run around out there for a little bit, see if I can't find any scrap stuff laying around or whatever. I'm not going to venture too far out because it's going to be getting cold with the rain, and I only have the lovely pair of pants. The one pair. I don't have the recycler right now, so if this thing breaks, so be it. I'm not anal about that. If I don't pay attention to the pickaxe and it breaks, I'm not gonna cry over it. Gotta get me some food made today. I don't know what I'm gonna eat yet. I'm just kind of anxious to get this video done so I can check what size it's gonna come out to be. Like I said, I had to turn the settings down. You know, just when you gotta play with settings, it can affect other things that you do. So I don't like to, but I can't have 40 minute videos, guys. It's just, yeah, it's not happening. And I don't know if this ISP that they're using is capping stuff or what, but I noticed lately the upload speeds can be pretty slow. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe have them reset the modem in there or something. I don't know. Figure it out. Figure it out later on. All right, now I gotta get dry. Get in here, so we'll open the door. Turn on my light so it looks like a human lives here. All right, we see that's running. So I got 7. See what I mean? It's not a fast thing. Now, to upgrade it, you go to the upgrade button here. And you see, for 1 additional slot, I'm going to need 25 iron, 7 copper, 7 scrap, 8 of the circuits, and then 500 power and 80 mass, which isn't terrible, right? It's just all this. You know, and then for the next slot, or for, power efficiency, look at this. It's the adhesives, 10 scrap, 12, and then 2 metal ingots, which you need to bench for and stuff. So I'll get into that once we have it. Because I am going to be making this. As soon as that hits 500, I shouldn't have this really running right now. I just wanted to show you guys. I'm going to turn it off for now. I'm going to turn that off and get the free power. So I'll go ahead and top this off. I like to keep that full so I have a good idea where I'm at fuel-wise. Now, I do have these. Granted, it's expensive, but you can make biofuel with them, so I'm just going to go ahead and burn these up. Stick these in the cabinet. I am going to need some of those, but, you know, for this, but there's so much of it out there, I'll be fine. I have to be careful, that's all. I'm not doing anything silly where I'm getting scratched or infected. All right, cool. And I will organize this better, too. When I'm going to put 2 more chests over here, and I'll have, like, you know, or I'll have stuff separated, like plant stuff, foods, and I have a little system that I use. It works for me. It might seem goofy to you guys, but, you know, I have a little system. Sort of like when I play Minecraft. I always organize my chests the same. It might not work for you, but it's fine for me, right? Like, if I went into your base and was looking through your stuff, I'd be like, what the hell kind of organization is this, right? Everybody's different. That's what I'm getting at, so do what works for you, you know? That's what I do. All right, well, we'll let those craft up. You know, got no choice. It's nighttime. Let's shut this off and just sit here like this for a bit. Yeah, it's cool. Like I said, though, it's the nails. It's just a pain in the ass. I mean, either you find a lot of them when you're out running about or you don't. You know, it's hit or miss. I will log out when I'm just playing by myself and log back in just because it resets stuff. You know, some people might think that's kind of an exploit, but it's not really. I'm just resetting shit. You know, you still got to run around, you still got to do the work, you still got to gather it, you still got to chop the wood. I mean, it's not like you're cheating items in, you know. And there is a way in any game, including this one, I discovered when I was online. Now, I don't ever use any cheats in a game. When I play, I did the work. It's just the way it is. Like the Long Dark, I've been playing that game for a long time, and I got a ton of hours in it, and I've never once ran a mod for it. I couldn't even tell you how to freaking install a mod on it, to be honest with you. It's just the way the game comes, and that's the way I play it, you know? Now, I did see a couple neat mods I would like to play in the Long Dark. This modded community was adding, maps and different, things to the game. I thought it was really cool looking, but I don't want to mess with the game right now at this point, so I'll just leave it alone. But it did look neat. Something like that would be interesting. Different map, different. Had trailers that was either they added in different zones and different vehicles. It was really cool. I can't remember what it's called. It had kind of a weird name. Just go on YouTube and look up map mod or something for Long Dark if you play the Long Dark. Yeah, nice crap weather. But see, I'm just kind of letting the ammo build up because it goes fast when you start using it. And the hunters could be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but that's why I'm pushing for this bench too, because I want to get the next bow. And once we get this bench set up, I'll be able to do that. But I want to get the 500 and the 100 free energy, and then I'll turn my generator on. I only need to generate 20 mass, so I'll turn this thing on for 20. I mean, I could do that now just to show you guys. See what I mean? And that's not even on overdrive. But see the power? See, it just eats it. And if you turn this thing on, yeah, it goes quick, but look at it. I mean, this thing's crazy. You gotta be very careful with it. So right now I'm just gonna let it generate the 0.3. Just wanted to show you guys how awfully inefficient this is. But you have to have it. Because there are items you're gonna need. Look at this one, 150 mass. Gonna need 200 mass, so I'm gonna have to run that thing and throw things in the recycler and stuff to get up to that 100 points up there, and it can get costly because you're gonna be throwing items you might want to use in there. Like I'll throw wood in there, whatever, burnt food in this thing, whatever I can, whatever I have. I don't like to throw anything I'm obviously gonna use in it, but I'll explain that process too. Because I know a lot of people get confused with the power, so I wanted to kind of spend some time on it. For those of you that don't understand the game, now you have a good grasp of how this works, right? So basically, do not run your generator or your mass fabricator below 500 and 100, respectively here, because you're just wasting it. It's free. Just be patient. It'll happen. And then top it off, and you'll be using it because you're going to want to conserve this fuel. Because when you start getting into, all this other stuff later on that you're going to want. Look at this one, 2,000 for the lathe, 2,000 power and 250 mass. So, I mean, there's like these large storage units. These are neat. I made a couple in my last run. I like to have these, though. They're pricey. You got to have this. This was not a thing, by the way, when I played last, guys. There was no electrical bench. So that's new to me. Let's see what else is new to me. The distiller was in the game. The diving station was in the game. The heater and the AC was in the game. The lathe was in the game. But this vehicle construction bay, this water tank was not in the game when I played. Like I said, there's furniture workbench was not in the game when I played last. So that's gonna be new to me. This electrical bench was not in the game. You could craft these items still, but they weren't done with these. They were done with just the bench. So things have changed. But the wind I never really bothered with a whole lot. I had a couple just because I kind of look neat spinning up there on the top of my base. But other than that, I think I had at one point, I think I was up to like 20 solar panels, and I had them all upgraded. And would just bring in a lot of freaking juice during the day. And I had, God, I don't even know, guys, like 20,000, I think, freaking power. I had like just the whole bottom floor of my house just full of power and mass storage units. These things. That's why I like to make sure I have room underneath this thing to put them, because they're just, you don't want these in your house. That's just temporary until I get the walls finished. So there you have it, guys. You're all caught up. This is what I'm doing. I'll do some more off camera. I want to go ahead and end this one here. So I appreciate you coming along. And if you like this content, want to see more, consider giving the channel a sub. That'd be great. Leave me a comment, a thumbs up, whatever you can do to help the channel grow. That'd be great. And I appreciate every one of you. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Take care, guys.